Hello students, today we are going to read chapter 7 Nutrition and Diet. Can you recall which are the various group of foodstuffs? Name the ones you see in the picture. What main constituents of food do we get from them? Living things take food and water and use them for a variety of purpose such as obtaining energy, growth of the body, to carry out day-to-day functions of the body, to fight diseases. Nutrients and foodstuff. There are six main nutrients in our food: carbohydrates, fats, proteins, fiber, vitamins, and minerals. These nutrients are present in the different food item we eat in differing proportions. Let us learn more about some of them. Energy giving nutrients, carbohydrates. Our main need is of energy. It is fulfilled by carbohydrate. Hence, our diet includes a large proportion of cereals in the form of rice, chapati, or roti. Bakri and bread, which contain carbohydrates. Cereals are our staple food. Fats. Some part of our energy requirement is also fulfilled by fatty food such as oil, ghee, and butter. We get energy in the form of heat from the food we eat, hence is measured in kilocalories. Hence the energy in food item is also measured in kilocalories. Calories. Children of growing age need to get approximately 2000 to 2500 calories from the food they eat. In living things, the process of taking in food and water and using it for growth and other purposes is called nutrition, and the constituents of food useful for these purposes are called nutrients. Proteins. We need proteins for the purpose of growth, repairing the wear of tear of the body, and for other life processes. We get proteins from the sprouts, milk and milk products, meat and eggs in our food. Minerals and vitamins to improve the body's resistance to disease, and for other life purposes the body needs vitamins, minerals and fiber in the diet. We obtain these nutrients mainly from vegetable and fruits. We require vitamins and minerals in small quantities, but their deficiency can lead to various diseases. Let us learn more about them. The body needs several inorganic substances. They are called minerals. The table below gives example of some minerals and provides information about their functions in the body, the various sources of the minerals as well as the diseases caused by their deficiency. Mineral Iron function carrying oxygen to all parts of the body. Sources: meat, spinach, apples, raisins. Deficiency disease, anemia. Mineral calcium and phosphorus strengthen bones and teeth. Sources: milk and milk products, green leafy vegetables, meat. Deficiency diseases: bad teeth, brittle and weak bones. Mineral iodine function controls growth, speed up chemical reaction in body. Sources: raisins, bean, fish, seafood. Deficiency disease, poetry. Sodium and potassium maintains the body water balance and functioning of muscles and the nervous system. Sources: salt, cheese, leafy vegetable, fruits, pulses. Deficiency disease, inefficiency of muscles. Vitamins: water soluble vitamins. Vitamin B and vitamin C dissolve easily in water, so they are called water soluble vitamins. They are thrown out of the body through the water in sweat and urine. Hence, a regular supply of these vitamins is essential. B1, B2, B3, B6, B9, and B12 are the important types of vitamin B. Water insoluble vitamins. These vitamins are insoluble in water, but they are soluble in fatty substances. They get stored in body. Vitamin A, D, E, and K are fat soluble vitamins. Vitamin sources and function. Vitamin A helps in protect eyes, helps to keep skin, bones and teeth healthy. Sources: carrot, milk, butter, dark green vegetables, sweet potatoes, deep yellow fruits and vegetable. Deficiency disease, night blindness, inability to see in dim light. Ectoderma, dry skin. Vitamin B1 helps in proper functions of nerves and heart. Sources: milk, fish, meat, cereal, nuts, pulses. Deficiency diseases: beriberi, nerve disorder, muscle weakness, inefficiency. Vitamin B9 helps in growth of the body. Sources: deep green vegetable, papayas, kiwis. Deficiency diseases: improper growth, anemia, forgetfulness, slow movements. Vitamin B12 formation of red blood cell. Sources: meat, milk products. Deficiency disease, anemia. Vitamin C helps in protect body tissues, formation of collagen, a protein essential for gums, teeth, bones and skin. Sources: amla, kiwi, oranges and other citrus fruits, cabbage, tomatoes, green leafy vegetables. Deficiency diseases: scurvy, bleeding of gums, thyroid malfunction, delay in healing of wounds. Vitamin D helps in absorb calcium and phosphorus for healthy bones and teeth. Sources: on exposure to sunlight, vitamin D is made in the human body from some substances in milk, fish, eggs, and butter. Deficiency: rickets, softening of the bones causing pain and fracture. Vitamin E helps in smooth functioning of metabolism inside the cells, reproduction, maintaining efficiency of muscle cells. Sources: wheat, wheat germ, green leafy vegetable, tender leaves, vegetable oils. Deficiency disease: weak muscles, obstruction in reproduction, skin disorder. Vitamin K helps in clotting of blood. Sources: green leafy vegetable, green cabbage, broccoli, sprouted pulses, yellow of eggs. Deficiency of diseases: excessive bleeding after an injury. Group activity. The information in the above chart should be enacted through the role play. Always remember, some vitamins are very sensitive to heat and light. For example, vitamin C is easily destroyed during cooking. Therefore, vitamin C rich food should be eaten raw. In the past, Casimir Funk was a scientist who belonged to the Poland in Europe. In a scientific article, he read that people who ate brown rice were less likely to get beriberi than those who ate fully milled rice. He was able to identify and isolate the substances which prevent these diseases. He named it vitamin. He also proposed that other disorder like scurvy, pellagra, and rickets were also caused by the deficiency of various vitamins. Probiotics. You know that the useful microorganisms which convert milk into yogurt are present in yogurt and in buttermilk. They are called probiotics. Lakhs of microorganisms reside in our intestine. Their presence in such large number is essential for our health. Hence, to maintain them in our body, we should include probiotics such as yogurt and buttermilk in our daily diet. When we suffer from loose motions and vomiting, we throw out microorganisms along with intestinal water. Some medicines can also kill them. Therefore, we need to take extra yogurt buttermilk to restore their numbers. A balanced diet. All that we consume during a day is together called our diet. A diet containing adequate quantities of all nutrients is called balanced diet. To build a strong and healthy body, you need all nutrients in the right proportion and in sufficient quantities in your daily diet. Significance of balanced diet: an increased capacity to work, good physical and mental health, increased capacity to fight resist diseases, help in proper growth of the body. Apart from having a balanced diet, we also need to exercise regularly to keep ourselves fit and healthy. How to get a balanced diet? To ensure that we get a balanced diet from the food we eat, we can make a food pyramid. All foods which we eat is classified into various groups. The space allotted to each group in the pyramid depends upon the proportion in which it should be included in our diet. Hence, we can choose foods from each group daily according to the space allotted to it in the pyramid. If we choose some items from each group in the right proportion according to the pyramid shown in page 53, we can make sure that we are getting a balanced diet. Fiber. If we select a daily diet which includes vegetable, fruits, sprouts, and cereals according to the pyramid, we will also get fiber in sufficient quantity. Can you recall what trouble do we have to face if we do not get enough fiber from daily diet? What care must be taken to make sure that fiber is not lost or removed from the food we eat? Water. Along with all other nutrients, the body also needs an adequate supply of water. For this purpose, we must drink milk, buttermilk, lemon juice, sherbets, fruit juices, and plenty of water. Malnutrition. Malnutrition occurs when all the nutrients that body needs are not obtained in proper proportion from the diet. This happens when a person does not get sufficient food or when the diet is not balanced. If the one's diet exceeds one's need, is called overnutrition. Use your brain power. Choose a balanced diet for one day according to your preferences. Always remember, if our need for nutrition is not met through the food we eat, the nutrients are better utilized in our body. Hence, the best way to good health is taking a balanced diet and avoiding the deficiency of nutrients. Junk food: chocolates, noodles, burgers, pizza, chips, bottled soft drinks, attractively packaged snacks, as also ready fried foodstuffs available in the market, such as vadas, pakoras, etc., are very tasty as we like them very much. However, these foodstuffs contain refined flour, sugar, oil in large proportion. When refined flour is made from the wheat or sugar, the sugar is made from sugar cane. Many nutrients in the wheat or sugarcane are lost in the process. Hence, all we get from these food is energy and our hunger is satisfied. Naturally, if we eat a lot of junk food, we'll get insufficient quantities of the items from other food groups. If this happens frequently, our body soon experiences a shortage of proteins, vitamins, and minerals, and that may lead to malnutrition. Junk food eaten frequently also cause obesity. Obesity is not good for our health, as such foods do not supply all the necessary nutrients. They are called junk foods. How to avoid obesity? First, have a balanced diet. Eat whole grains, eat fruits and vegetables with their skin. Third, increase use of bicycle. Fourth, play more outdoor games. Do not eat if you are not hungry. Second, do not watch TV while eating. Third, do not use motor vehicles or traveling a short distance. Fourth, avoid pre-cooked packed food. Adulteration of food. In order to earn more profits, cheaper substances of low quality are mixed with the foodstuff. These substances are called adulterants, and adding them to foodstuff is called adulteration of food. Adulterants may even be poisonous or harmful to health. Such adulterated food is impure and harmful to and so unfit for consumption. Adulterants. Adulterants used to adulterate food are such that they will remain unnoticed even when mixed with the food. Food items, milk, adulterants, water, chemicals like urea, starch, chili, brick powder, powdered pumpkin, peppercorns, papaya seed, ice cream, washing soda, paper pulp, rice, small white stones, peanuts, reddish pebbles, stones. Always remember, adulteration of food is a crime. Do not eat adulterated food. What we have learned: first, nutrition is the process of taking food and water and using them to obtain energy and for the purpose of growth and other bodily function. Second, a diet containing all nutrients in the right quantity is called a balanced diet. Third, carbohydrate, fats, protein, vitamins, minerals, and fiber are the nutrients in food. A balanced diet includes all nutrients in the right quantities. Fourth, the food pyramids help us to choose the balanced diet. Fifth, whether a person is malnourished or has deficiency disease depend upon the proportion of food taken. Sixth, junk food is given us energy but not other nutrients. Seventh, adulterated food is impure and harmful to health.